So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play action. It's Griffin. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Sheldon Rankins, ex of the Saints, there on the stop. From just shy of midfield, Griffin. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That is caught by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Touchdown, Panthers! Terrace Marshall, his 1st NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. 1st drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The 1st drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun, because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Carter, the one he was trying to get it to, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Newton. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Griffin. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Back to the air, RG3 after the pick 6. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Alex Erickson that time. And now it's 2nd down. They go play action. Griffin steps away. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Out right, here's Erickson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now Michael Carter, who played nearby in college in Chapel Hill. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fighting through. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Skirts by him at the 35. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Griffin. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alex Erickson there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 10, Newton, and his pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously won the shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Big 2020 for Hassan Reddick. Really emerged on the scene as he tied for 4th in the NFL with a career-high 12.5 sacks for the Arizona Cardinals last year. Ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers in March, a team that was 23rd in sacks in 2020.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, what a move. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Play action. Now Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. He'll get this complete to Erickson. Able to slither by. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Moore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin in Atlanta. 2 rookie head coaches squaring off in the season opener. Nick Sirianni of Philadelphia taking on Arthur Smith in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Chris Carson with 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing is Newton. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Out to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Now Newton on 1st down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a 4 or so. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Griffin. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Griffin. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Anderson a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Throwing again is Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Draw play, Carter. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many.